hungover. I'm gonna be hungover. I'm gonna drink a bunch of different drinks and I'm gonna be hungover.
Hey guys, it's time for Chit Chat and Wine with Chardonaynay
and Cabernella.
Guys, welcome back. If this is your first time here, please make sure to subscribe. It really does support us and helps our channel. If you are coming back, welcome. We're so glad you made it to episode 4.
We are in this thing big. Guys, make sure you also hit that notification bell because every single Wednesday we are dropping a new Wind Down Wednesday Chit Chat edition.
Yes.
Awesome. So before we jump into today's video and wine, I want to talk quickly about our video sponsor, PureWell CBD company. All right, guys, this company, you need to check them out. We're going to drop a link below, but what I really love about them is they're a professional grade hemp company. They work with doctors, pharmacists, chiropractors. They put all natural ingredients into all of their products. Everything is USDA certified organic. It also is non-GMO, vegan, as well as third-party lab tested. We love that.
And today we are gonna try some samples.
We are, guys. So they have a full line of oils and topical products and gummies. So today we have the Mobility Gummy. This is a full spectrum hemp oil. We have the Sleep, which we're gonna not do that one right now. And then they have the Delta 8 Hemp Oil Amplify. So what you wanna do, Mobility or Amplify?
Let's do the Mobility.
Mobility it is, guys. And we're gonna leave a link below, as well as if you purchase. I will say that we do get a little commission anytime you guys make that purchase from PureWell. So every little bit helps to support our little channel. All right, guys, this is the Mobility Gummy. And one thing that's really cool about them is all of their products are designed to help treat specific things, whether it be inflammation, sleep, pain, mobility. You have to check them out. They have a ton of products and we'll link it all below. All right,
here we go.
Cheers. Oh my gosh, it's so good.
It's softer than what I expected. It's not as chewy. You know what I mean?
The flavor is on point. What is it?
It's like elderberry.
It's appleberry. It's so good. And it's got little sugar crystals on there. But what they do with their products is they keep everything very low sugar. So if you're diabetic, you don't have any problem taking it. All right, I'm ready to move and groove. And move and groove.
Thank you, guys.
So let me go grab the wine.
Okay.
All right, guys. Today's wine is Menage a Trois. What do we know about Menage a Trois?
We know it's a freaky name.
This wine company is based out of California, and Menage a Trois comes from the fact that they like to use 3 different grape blends in their bottles. And
another cool thing about their bottle design is the ink blots that they have, and this is actually very famous. It's from Rorschach. I think I said it right. The Rorschach ink blots, and they leave it up to each drinker to interpret the ink blot, which is kind of fun.
I think it's super fun. Let's try it out, girlfriend.
Oh wait, Chardonaynay is drinking red wine today.
She's not only drinking red wine, we are both drinking Pinot Noir. Even though we love our faves, Chardonaynay and Cabernella, we thought it would be super cool for us to start stepping out and drinking other types of wine together.
Cheers to that.
Cheers.
After that amazing gummy, this tastes really good.
It's hitting the spot. This is a massive amount of fruitful, velvety flavor. It is almost like rich.
It is very rich and luscious.
Luscious.
3 different grapes was made to create this blend. And I think the alcohol volume is 13.5, which we approve. And for a Pinot, that's a little high.
13.8.
13.8, we'll take that.
This is delicious. This wine is definitely a nice dinner wine.
I would pair this with steak.
Yeah, I would definitely pair it with steak. The flavor is very robust. I mean, it almost leaves like a texturized filling in your mouth, I think.
Our second California wine. But California is the 4th largest wine producer in the world, behind France, Italy, and Spain.
Dang. You guys want to hear a funny fact? Well, an interesting fact about wine? Back in the Roman era, women were not allowed to drink wine. If their husbands caught them drinking wine, they could kill them.
We would be some dead bitches.
I would be dead 365 times already.
That's crazy.
I don't know how women did it.
I don't know how women did it neither.
Literally, that brings up a good topic. Speaking on women's rights, because let's just be honest, a uterus is only in a woman. Only a woman can carry a baby. And I think we should get a little heavy today.
Yeah, I think so too. And
by the time you guys are seeing this, it's already been a couple of weeks since Roe.v.Wade was overturned. And we had to weigh in on this as women, as a mother of a daughter that's 17 years old. We had to talk about it, and we want to weigh in with our opinion about it. So we're going to chat about that, and then we want to hear from you guys what your opinion is. So really quickly, if you're not familiar about the Roe v. Wade, basically it was a court case, a landmark court case back in 1973 that allowed for women to have the right to an abortion up to 24 or 28 weeks. And they considered the fetus to not be a human or have the human rights until they were viable outside of the body. So this allowed women to have the right to have an abortion as their choice. Now they're saying that they want to leave it up to the states or by vote. So it's no longer protected as an amendment. They want to allow states to vote on this. And I think women, we need to talk about this. We need to hit the polls.
For the first time in history, this is something that actually pertains to us by right. It's our body. And from someone who's had an abortion, I am not here to discuss if it should be allowed or not allowed. All I know is that during my time, that was available to me, and it helped me, and it shaped my life where it is now. I think that every woman, if it comes to that, where it comes to state, I think it's super important that each and every single woman goes out there and vote on this.
Yeah.
Because this is huge. And my personal opinion on this, Courtney, is I feel bad for the young girls that are, raped, molested, women that are forced to have sex and get pregnant. It should be up to the woman to decide if they want to conceive that or not, because we were talking about mental health, and you made you brought it up that nobody speaks about mental health.
Yeah.
And being able to have control over that, I think, shapes our future as females. Because what if you're not ready to have a baby and something happens? Hey, we're not perfect. You're not here to judge me. I'm not here to judge you. We're not here to judge you. But hey, if something happens, you're not ready for it. And if you can and have the opportunity to, it should be up to you, nobody else.
I agree 100%. It should be up to the woman to choose. In America today, we are a melting pot. There are so many different religions and cultures that it's not really fair for the government to weigh in on religious beliefs at this point. This is my opinion. I believe in God. I have my own opinions about religion. However, because we have so many different ones, I think that we've come to a place now where basic human rights and the right to choose things for yourself should just be allowed, and the government should stay out of things that pertain to religion other than to protect people's religious beliefs. And by allowing people to have their religious beliefs allows them to make decisions for themselves, what's good for their body, their family, their home, whatever the case may be. And quite simply, I think that if we are going to make change, we really have to start paying a little more attention to what's going on, because this is just the tip of the iceberg. Right now, we're talking about a woman's right to choose whether or not to see through a pregnancy, but this is going to translate into other things like whether or not that gay marriage is going to be allowed, or if someone can claim whatever pronoun that they want to claim. It's going to be big, and I think that we all should pay attention. We got heavy.
Yeah.
We got heavy. Yeah. We had to talk about it.
Yes, absolutely. Especially since we are women. You have a daughter that's 17 years old that's going to go through her life, and we don't know the future. What if she encounters something that we probably had to encounter? And listen, I am nobody to judge anyone, but being able to have control over your body or to decide what's best or not, I think to me is highly important. And the fact that it's being taken away, it is heavy. We should be talking about this. Every single woman should be talking about this. And if you don't agree with us, that's okay.
Yeah.
It's just about voicing your thoughts. I think every female should be voicing their thoughts.
I agree 1,000%. There's a lot of things that maybe people don't really care about, but when it comes to bringing another child or a person into this world, more happens than just conceiving this child. This child needs love. She needs emotional, or he or she needs emotional support. They need housing. They need food. Who is going to provide that when there are so many kids in foster care right now?
Yes.
I should look up the statistics, but it's staggering the number of families that live in poverty right now. And for some people, having this child could be a life or death situation.
I totally agree. I think that when it comes to that choice of, okay, should I have this baby or should I not? I think there's a lot of factors that go into that, and it's a very personal decision. It's not something that we can just sit here and comment on. It's just so personal, and like I stated
earlier, the list of reasons why someone could have an abortion or want to have one is a mile long.
Yeah.
I mean, using it as contraceptive is one, right? And that's everybody's thought is like, oh, you get pregnant, that's your fault. Not always.
No, that's right.
But the one time it is, okay. That's one reason on a laundry list of reasons why a woman would want to do that. And she is going to be the one that has to live with that decision for the rest of her life. Therefore, it should only be her decision.
I agree. I totally, just like when we decide to have sex or not, it's up to us.
Yeah, exactly. And while we're at it, I think that they should have more strict laws on people that do commit rape. Because right now it's a slap on the wrist. And sex offenders are known to repeat their behavior, and they get let out and they get chance after chance. So I don't think we should condemn women for either a bad decision or something that was forced upon them.
How about young girls that are maybe at home and they are raped by a family member?
Exactly.
It's forced. These young girls, anywhere from 8 to 12 years old or even younger, imagine if a 10-year-old girl becomes pregnant from her dad, and the fact that she doesn't have the ability to terminate that pregnancy, that can be, it's totally up to her, but she's 10 years old. What does she know?
Exactly.
And that's where the mental health really comes in, because what if you do have, you're 10 years old, you have a baby, you're not even developed all the way. It's just very sad. And I know this is a heavy subject, guys, and we did not mean to go here. We did not
need the whole bottle. After digesting this, we've just been talking about it. Yeah. It's been on our heart, so we wanted to talk about it today. We don't have all the answers, but what I've learned from this when this happened is that we need to take a little bit. Everyone has a smartphone. We need to educate ourselves. We need to know what's going on. We need to be a little more proactive. And this is just our opinion. Like, obviously, if you are in favor of this overturning of the court case, this opinion is not going to resonate with you. However, anybody else that disagrees with the overturning of this court case, now is a good time for us to start digging a little deeper into what's going on. Be on the lookout for other things happening. We support everybody's right to live their life the way that they see fit, as long as they are not disturbing their neighbor.
Right, or hurting anyone.
Love your neighbor as you love yourself.
Yes.
It's not your job to judge, and God would not give us free will. This is my opinion. God would not give us free will if he wanted you as another person to control me as a person. If I commit a crime, I can do the time. But if my body is not able to carry this pregnancy, or if my daughter is raped and she needs to terminate her pregnancy, it's not the law that needs to be determining whether or not that happens. It is
totally agree.
up to us, up to her to make a decision.
And we do not want to get political, but if it does come down to it where it's to the states and us women have to go vote, ladies, this is important to us.
And men, support your women.
Yeah.
Don't be so crazy about this. I don't think women want to have abortions just for the sake of it. You know, we need to get more educated about prevention, abstinence, contraceptives. There's so many resources out there now that I think if you are watching this video and you have a young man or woman in your house, a kid, I'm saying, but they're gonna be out there, they're gonna be having sex, talk to your kids. Don't be scared.
Yeah.
Sex is a part of life.
Yes.
You would not be here if your parents didn't have sex. Get over it. Talk to your kids about sex.
You make a great point, Courtney, because the more, we shouldn't leave it up to the schools. And you made that point earlier. We should not leave it up to the schools to educate our children on sexual intercourse. I think, like you said, it's a part of life. This is something that we should be explaining to them as their parents, because come on, they are learning, I think, at 11 years old. If you haven't taught them anything, the school, leave it up to the school to teach it. And you want to make sure that your kid and you are on the same page.
Yeah. Think about it. You're a school administrator and you're having to teach to the masses. So they have to give information the way that they feel is fit to talk to everyone. But you know your kid.
Yes.
Talk to your kid. Weigh in, guys. We want to hear from you in the comments what you're feeling about this landmark court case being overturned. Your beliefs, are you for it? Are you against it? What advice do you have to the people that this could impact? And what do you see as a good solution?
Yeah, we want to know. We will be looking down through the comments. So share away. This is a safe, no judgment zone.
No.
And we're excited to see what you have to say about it.
All right, guys, next week when we come back, we promise the topic will be much lighter.
Yes.
Thank you guys for tuning into this week's episode. We had to talk about it. It needed to be discussed.
Yes, I agree.
And we're gonna drink the rest of our wine and chill. All right, guys, until next week, cheers.
Don't forget to subscribe.
Also, all of the details for everything that we have will be linked below.
That's right.
All right.
Thank you, Menage.
Cheers.
Menage Trois. Thank you for today's wine.